Good morning, welcome to a new video. It's a glorious Saturday morning here in Perth, so once again we're heading out on the bike. But before we do, a few checks on what we require for today's ride. Little checklist here. We've got a little multi-tool and a CO2 canister just in case we have any mechanical issues along the route. These bottles, I love these bottles, Camelback Podium Big Chill insulated bottles. Absolutely live by these. Little pro tip for the warmer conditions. What I like to do is fill them about 2/3 to 3/4 full the night before of water, stick them in the freezer, and then the next day you've got even colder water that stays cold for much longer. The helmet, Bella's come to check things out. Head unit, microphone, obviously sunnies and a hat to go below the helmet, and then the little ND32 filter for the lens. So we'll just get all this stuff loaded onto the bike and then we'll get going. So just rolling through Meltham, heading into Maylands on the Midland Line PSP. Once again got the Azalco Max road bike out. Really enjoying this bike. Only had it a few weeks now, but yeah, gradually getting more used to it. And as I've said in previous videos, it just does not mind any wind at all, particularly headwind. Seems to make fairly light work of it. Although admittedly today the winds are pretty light by Perth standards, but we are trucking into a southeast headwind at the moment, but the forecast said it was maybe 10k an hour, so not massive. So we'll head on into the city from here and see where the bike takes us after that. So we're down at the Swan River front at Optus Stadium. Thankfully not too busy at the moment, but the further down we go, the busier it will get. At Mattagarrett Bridge in the distance there. Lovely morning for it. You can see just up ahead starting to get a bit busier. So we're back down at Burswood. Going to head over the new Causeway Bridge. Causeway Bridge. We've gone from west to east on previous videos. So we find ourselves on Mounts Bay Road, nearing Crawley. But what a nightmare it's been since I crossed the Causeway Bridge all the way from Langley Park to basically here. There's been like some sort of charity walk. A lot of people with t-shirts on that says "Let's get men talking" on the back, but I think what we need to do is get men talking about how to walk on a footpath, because these people, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the path, it's impossible to get past. I mean, my bell's just about knackered. I've rung it so many times today, but unfortunately that's Saturday morning for you though. It's busier, a lot more people out and about. I nearly got cleaned up by a woman on a scooter who didn't look when she was trying to overtake herself. So unfortunately a lot of idiots not paying attention these days, and it really boils my urine. So anyway, we'll push on, and we've done about 21k at the moment, so see where we end up from here. Welcome to Kings Park. On these new, beautifully surfaced roads, really is a far cry from what it used to be. Just magnificent. I'm reliably informed as well by my good friends at Malaga Cycles that they got rid of the speed bumps through this section here. A little bit further along this next bend. Just have to watch out for cars pulling out still. Like this one here. Just turned onto Forest Drive now, still in Kings Park. Not too busy up here at the moment, which is nice. A lot less busy than down on the river, thank goodness. So we're gonna go down Cardiac Hill, and then we'll come back up the middle one. I think it's May Drive. And so we're gonna get up there. So we just had a nice, fun descent down Cardiac, and we're coming up May Drive, which is the centre road of Kings Park, but I just can't get over how much better these new roads are. They're phenomenal. I mean, I remember every time I'd come up here, you'd think you'd be in good condition physically, but the tarmac, the surface, would just want to suck your tyres into the surface. It was very grippy, very sticky. I mean, I'm convinced that So we've just come around to the front of Kings Park, and that's the view. Not too bad at all. Makes the climbs worthwhile for the most part. So that's been Kings Park. Just heading down Fraser Ave now towards the exit, but nice to get up here for the first time in a long time. So now we'll attempt to navigate the crazy part of the city, get back onto the Midland Line and then home. But first, a small matter of the Malcolm Street descent. Hang on to your hats for this one. Here we go. Oh, 59.6 just then. You always want a green light at the bottom here because it means you can just keep going through, you don't have to wash off all your speed. So we managed to get through the city. Wasn't too bad in the end with the way that I went along Wellington Street and then up Rose Street, so traffic wasn't too bad. But now we're back on the Midland Line PSP heading home, about 7k to go. So did a bit further than I was anticipating today. I was looking for about 45 today, but looks as though I'll get about 50k in the bank, which is pretty good. And the average speed hasn't taken too much of a hit despite going through Kings Park, so that's nice as well. But yeah, it's been a pretty enjoyable ride, except for all the numpties out on the roads, unfortunately, so it's one of those things, but it does take some of the shine off the enjoyment of cycling in general. I think it's quite sad when just the lack of consideration for other people by many people of society now, it just seems to be the norm, which is really sad. You wonder where we've got to as a society, but I digress. We're out and about, we're in the fresh air. Any day you can do that is a pretty good day, despite everything. So yeah, I'll head home now. Not too much scenery to film on the way home, so yeah, we'll sign off now, but once again, appreciate you tuning in. I'll probably be back next week with another video, but until then, take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.